Good evening, everybody. Tom Clemenson here with you on Next Level Broadcasting. I've got Jared Stamen along to give you some color commentary tonight, and you're watching the Next Level Broadcasting edition of this great matchup in girls varsity basketball between Elk Rapids and Harbor Springs. And welcome to our Professional Seamless Gutters pregame show. Happy to be here with you tonight. And well, I'll tell you, Jared, we've got a great matchup tonight. A team that's sitting at the top of the Northern Shores Conference and one that's trying to knock on the door.
Yeah, as you mentioned, we got a big conference test today. The Harbor Springs Rams, they're sitting at the top of their conference, as you mentioned, and they really set the standard. Elk Rapids, they get the chance to defend their home floor. Well, we'll see where they stack up.
Well, let's start with the visitors. Harbor Springs coming in tonight, 13-1 overall, perfect 8-0 in the conference standings. You actually saw them at the beginning of the year with their only loss against a really good Gaylord St. Mary team.
Yeah, Tom, that was there with Eric Hoffman, and that was the first game of the season. Actually, it was the opener for both those girls squads, and it was a competitive match from the start to the finish. And I gotta say, if you can almost knock off the Snowbirds, you're a legit team.
So, talk to us a little bit about what makes this Harbor Springs team special.
Well, Tom, they're a very disciplined team, that Harbor Springs team, and they defend extremely well as well. They're patient offensively, and they really don't beat themselves. Their strengths come with their guards. The guards play with a lot of tempo. They're great at limiting turnovers, something you don't see with a lot of these young high school teams. And they've got really nice sophomore interior defenders, and that paint is owned by them. Some of the weaknesses they might have, though, can be a little bit forced to speed up. If a defense can force their hand, get them off rhythm, it can snowball into some errors where those turnovers may end up happening. They also aren't really great in the half court, something that they want to work on. Elk Rapids definitely want to key in on that tonight. And, the threats is they're on the road tonight, Tom. It's not easy to play here in Elk Rapids in this gorgeous Ray Graham Stadium. They got a lot of outside noise coming in, and they got to stay out of foul trouble. You get those two sophomores out of the picture early, it's going to be a lot easier for those Elk girls to come back.
Yeah, so I think we're looking at Lillian Mashanik. She's leading the team in scoring and assists when you talk about that. And Michaela Beach anchoring the paint for the Rams. Really strong rebounder and shot blocker in there. On the other side, though, we've got Elk Rapids coming in 6-5, 3-2 in conference play. Right now, sitting third, Northern Shores, Kingsley in between there. What do the Elks got to do?
Well, the Elks, they got to stay aggressive, physical. They're really good at feeding off of the home court energy, and they're going to have to do that tonight to defeat the 13-1 Rams. And as we mentioned, that one loss coming to the Snowbirds from St. Mary, which is as good of a loss as losses come. But, some of their strengths that they want to work on tonight is they got really aggressive on-ball defense, which can potentially throw off the rhythm of McShannock, as you mentioned. They also are really good in the transition game, especially offensively, getting those defensive turnovers into quick points on offense. Maybe can put these the Rams on their toes tonight. Some of their weaknesses is kind of similar with the Rams, just not really great in the half court, very inconsistent. Ball handlers don't really know who is the main girl who's going to run the floor.
Right.
They do have the home field advantage tonight. That's one of the good things, and they're pretty good at the rebound, the paint too. So, that'll be a good matchup to watch. And really, it comes down to if they can answer the defensive pressure or not, because as we mentioned, they might be good defensive pressure, but the Rams also have that. They're going to have to go through that, and they need to extend scoring droughts. When the Rams go dry, they need to take full advantage.
That's right. So they met, these two teams have played earlier in the year. It was a 49-27 win for Harbor Springs. And so the roadmap is there for the Rams. And, the Elks definitely have some areas they can improve on. And we'll see if they've been able to focus on some of those key things. I'll tell you, just the eye test looking at these teams right now, Harbor Springs has definitely got some length and some height down underneath. And these girls, the forwards included, they can step out, man. You're talking about some stretch forwards that just going to make a matchup nightmare for just about any team. And that's the thing that St. Mary has going for them as well. You've got some length that most teams just aren't going to match up with. Well, we're going to step aside for a quick break. We'll look at some of the other contests around the Northern Shores Conference, and then Jared's got your keys to the game when the Professional Seamless Gutters pregame show continues on Next Level Broadcasting.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Charlevoix State Bank was founded in 1994 to provide exceptional local service to our northern Michigan community. With 6 locations in Charlevoix, East Jordan, Boyne City, Ellsworth, and Beaver Island, we're here to make banking easy right here in your neck of the woods with people you know. Charlevoix State Bank believes in the positive lessons of high school athletics and is a proud sponsor of tonight's game.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more, the Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Your next stop for flavor, freshness, and fun is Gray Gables Restaurant. Since 1936, we've been serving up delicious gourmet dishes and drinks in a warm and inviting atmosphere. Everything is made using fresh ingredients, including locally sourced meat and fish. Our bar features several local Michigan beers on tap and an excellent bourbon selection. Did you know we also cater? Let Gray Gables enhance your next event with our catering services.
Come dine with us at the Gray Gables Restaurant in Charlevoix the Beautiful.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Hey, welcome back to Elk Rapids tonight. Taking a look around the Northern Shores Conference, several games with standing implications as well as we move through this second half of the season. Second place, Kingsley hosting Charlevoix tonight. Boyne City going to be home against Kalkaska, and then tomorrow night, Sheboygan traveling to Grayling. Well, we're at that point in the season where every one of these games is going to matter for a shot to unseat the Rams tonight. That's what the Elks are looking at, and it's a shot to at least maybe get you some good playoff seeding, if nothing else, if you're Elk Rapids. Jared, from your perspective, what is it going to take to get the win tonight?
Oh, you know, Tom, for the Elk Rapids Elks, it's all about confidence and execution. I'm going to keep it short and simple with you. They need to, one, take care of the basketball. You cannot be turning it over against a team like the Rams. They need to rebound as a team. As we mentioned, they've got those two sophomore girl centers. I think it's Michaela Beach and McKenna Bray.
Yeah.
They are both dominant forces in the paint. They got to rebound over them. Tall task, but they got to do it to win. And last but not least, they got to force Harbor Springs to score in the half court. They can't just feed it down to those two, Bray and Beach. If not, it's going to be a quick game for Harbor Springs, and they're going to be 2-0 against their conference opponent. But for Harbor Springs, what they got to do is they just got to control the tempo. They got to use all 84 feet of this court. You know, some people might not know that, Tom. 84 feet is the length of the court.
Yeah.
They got to defend without fouling, as we also mentioned, because you've got two strong players in the paint. That's when those fouls can add up, swatting down, get 2 fouls early. Next thing you know, you've got 3 or 4 in the third quarter, and you're sitting for most of the game. They need to avoid that if they want to come out here on the road with a win. And last but not least, get a big lead early so they can take the crowd out of it. They do not want to be facing not only the Elks, but the Elks fans, Tom.
No, I think that's good advice. You know, Harbor Springs been the standard. Elk Rapids tonight with a chance to kind of see where they stand against the league's best this season. Jared Tipoff going to be on the other side here. We'll just keep it right here. Just want to tell you, we're so appreciative of Professional Seamless Gutters, our sponsor here for the pregame show. Winter is all about making sure your gutters are up to the task. And that's where Orion Beningo and his team of Professional Seamless Gutters are going to keep your home protected. They offer fast, experienced service, real-time quotes. You can schedule your appointment today at 989-619-3407, and you can let them know Next Level Broadcasting sent you. So appreciative of them. So some of the key players are going to be looking at tonight. We've talked a little bit about a couple of them. We talk about those junior guard, though, Steffi Reskovics. Yeah, junior point guard, also shooting guard. She's probably the primary ball handler and playmaker. You want to make sure you keep her out of foul trouble early on because she is so important to making sure that offense maintains its tempo. She is the quarterback for that Harbor Springs offense. And then we talked a little bit about Mishanik as well, team leader in scoring and assists, steals as well. She's great on both ends of the floor. So when you talk about 84 feet, that's one of those players who's going to be giving it her all up and down the court. And then you also mentioned McKenna Bray, but there's Michaela Beach, the big presence, rebounders, block shots, inside scoring. And she'll step out too at that three-point line and defend. She's got quick hands and really, really good footwork. It's going to be difficult to get some clean passes if you're Elk Rapids and trying to work the ball underneath to your forwards. Going to be a really tough matchup and going to tell us a lot about this Elk Rapids team. And of course, it's always a pleasure to watch Harbor Springs, even from a guy who graduated from Inland Lakes. Still a pleasure to watch Harbor Springs, their basketball program, always top notch. And we're going to have those starting lineups in just a moment or two. In the meantime, though, let's get ready for our national anthem, pay respects to our nation, and we'll get this game underway. So without further ado, we'll turn it over to the PA announcer.
The privilege of this event is made possible by those who fought, and those who continue to fight for the freedom we enjoy. Let us now honor their efforts and show respect for our country by standing for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, well, we appreciate that. Of course, for all of our service members that are out there, we appreciate your service. And, of course, that's part of what saluting the flag and the national anthem is all about.
Absolutely.
Thanking those that came before us, who gave us opportunities to sit back and enjoy sport like this in all our local communities. Well, here we go. Let's take a look at these starting lineups real quick for Harbor Springs. We've got Steffi Ruskovics. We've got Lillian Mishanik. We've got McKenna Bray, Michaela Beach, and let's see, looks like, Sophie Barnadin.
Hard to read when the lights go off.
Yeah, this is a challenge. So Elk Rapids now being introduced in dramatic fashion. Brooke Flutie, senior, going to be out there with some guard duties. Now I'm wondering if she can play linebacker too.
Yeah, I think her twin brother can.
Yeah, for sure. Anna Prey as well out there. We've also got Rylan Scrocky. Natasha Beebe. Another junior. Moesny, another forward there, number 23. She's going to be busy down there, contending with a little bit of a size disadvantage. But this is what we talked about, right? The team rebounding is the one thing that can kind of equalize some of that. Try and get some ISO situations and play away from their strengths, play to your strengths, if you will. So, looking forward to this one, Jared.
Yeah, it should really be a good one. You know, I think the Elks are going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder after that last loss, especially trying to defend their home turf tonight.
So you can see the tip-off lining up. Michaela Beach, goodness gracious, she's got to be 6'3".
Oh, wow. I mean, you can't even...
Yeah, could you imagine? I don't even...
Can she dunk?
Probably, but it looks like Elk Rapids going to control that one. Really good job by Scrocky to get that tip and give her team the first shot at it. They're doing really well moving the ball. They're going to go inside. It's going to be Elk Rapids maintaining control there. That's interesting. So they're going to try and pull Beach out, match her up on the outside, and maybe work that ball inside. And again, we're seeing a lot of good lateral movement there with the basketball. A little give and go, a nice play. Just couldn't finish at the rim, but that was the look you want for Elk Rapids. Harbor Springs now coming back the other way.
Yeah, that was a beautiful cut by Jillian Mozeni.
Mishanik kind of running the offense there. Bray's got it now. And she's another one of those players. A little bounce past the Beach. Just gets a ball knocked away from behind. Good defensive play. Just kind of hung onto that ball. Need to be a little more definitive when you're going to shoot. A three-pointer from downtown by Sophie Barnadin. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, and a good find by Beach.
Oh, man, and just a half a step too late, and that's the over and back. So Harbor Springs going to get another crack at it here with a three-point lead early on.
Yeah, I think McKenna Beach just takes so much offensive or defensive mindedness from the team. It lets people like Baradin just be wide open.
And you see they'll use her kind of as a pivot for that offense on the inside, and she'll take the ball outside now. Is trying to work in there, but some really nice defense. Quick hands by Mozeni.
Yeah, Mozeni playing with a little bit, you know, she knows that she's got the mismatch on Beach. Beach is trying to take advantage, and point one for Harbor. Or Elks,
got a little block away from the ball, and that's going to be called on number 14, Beach. That's her first, team first. And it's one of those fouls you don't want to take away from the ball like that.
No, especially on a player like that. That's kind of what we talked about in the key points for the game.
Harbor Springs with the quick hands, creating a turnover there on just not a great transition. Nice pass all the way down. Shot's not good. Elk Rapids going to force the issue coming back. She's going to take it all the way to the hole. Nice hesitation there to get Beach off her feet. And she finishes. Beautiful finish there at the inside the paint by Moazeni.
Yeah, Moazeni missed that layup on the cut earlier, making up for it on that one.
So the fans getting fired up, and this is what you don't want if you're Harbor Springs. You got that student section right there underneath. Surprised they didn't call a reach there. Looked like a little bit of one there. So it's going to be Harbor Springs ball though. Last touch by Elk Rapids.
Yeah, Tom, and there's a lot of those. I think almost all of those students are the boys' varsity squad. Love to see them supporting their girls.
Heck yeah. I mean, they know where to find you on Monday. And we're going to have one of two. Either it's going to be, we'll see who they call this on, Moazeni, or, yeah, they're going to say Moazeni. Got a piece of her on the way in. There were a couple of different ways you could go with that as far as the foul call.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where it's we'll let the zebras decide.
So, in the act of shooting, so she'll get one more opportunity to put one in here, and that one's not going to go either. Beach in good position, though, for the rebound, using that height. Back to the outside. Going to be a long three-point attempt. That was in the cylinder for a moment and came back out. Elk Rapids with the rebound coming back the other way.
And McShannock trying to call bank on that one. Not going to go her way.
So Flutie's got it. She's going to work it down into the corner to Beebe. Cross-court pass to Moenick. Now it's a three-point attempt on target. Beautifully done by Anna Prey. And Moazeni with the assist on that one. Gutsy pass. Harbor Springs really good inside with quick hands. So anytime you're going to do a skip pass or cross court, that's you got to be sure.
Yeah, you absolutely do. That's going to be the second foul on Moazeni, though. Not what you want to see early on the first 3 minutes. She's been the lifeline on these in the early minutes of offense.
Sophie Barnett now shooting. Hits that first one.
And Coach will keep is going to sub her out.
That's Allie Schlicker.
Well, her brother will be rooting her on. I see him over there in the student section.
Second free throw is good. All tied up at 5 here. The Elks playing a pretty good game. Pace is pretty solid. Harbor Springs, though, with that full court pressure, able to create the turnover. Coming back the other way with it. Mishanik going to pitch that one over to Barnadin. Back out to Bray. Reskovics back over to Barnadin. She was going for three, not going to get there, though. So we'll have a foul called on that one. Just some really good hustle down there. So Schlicker had the rebound, and Bray was in there trying to knock that one loose, but they're going to say she crossed the line a little bit. Full court pressure again. Got that diamond there, and it's just trying to speed that Elk Rapids team up. They're able to break it loose, but you've got a trap set down there outside the block. And Schlicker wasn't really sure where to go with that ball. She had 3 Rams on her.
Yeah, I think she thought her teammate was kind of cut to the corner. Just miscommunication there caused the turnover.
Yeah, just didn't have a lot of space to work with. So Harbor Springs with a chance to go ahead. And one of those self-inflicted wounds there, errant pass, and just not able to handle that one. Sophie Barnadin trying to keep it in bounds, but her momentum crossed the line. So here we go. Elk Rapids coming back the other way. Again, diamond formation set up, and there they are. The Elks able to get it across, no problem. They've down to the corner for a 3-point shot. That's going to be off the back of the iron and coming back the other way. Flutie with a nice look on that one. And another pass to that same side. Turnover, unforced error there by Harbor Springs. And so Elk Rapids going to be able to get something going here with their offense again. So Flutie with it out top. Got some player movement inside, trying to see if they can get that inside pass and an open look, and it's a nice pass inside and a beautiful finish at the rim. Nice play by Skrocky.
Tom, early on, it seems like the Rams are almost a little rattled by the tenacity of this Elks squad.
Absolutely. Elk Rapids just kind of hanging tough with the conference leaders here tonight. And, well, you know, plenty of time. 3:25 left here in the first quarter, but I'm really impressed with how Elk Rapids has kind of come out tonight.
Yeah, I definitely think they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. I think that last loss was not the way they wanted to end it.
That's 3 points going to miss. Elk Rapids coming back the other way, and the fans going to let them hear it. And again, that inside pass is there. Just couldn't finish. Slicker at the rim. Harbor Springs coming back the other way. But it's good to see the Elk Rapids team finding those inside looks. Harbor Springs now initially inside, going back outside for three. And a nice shot. That one by Lily Barnadin. Called her name quite a bit already today. That full court pressure seems like Elk Rapids has got it figured out, but they've got to do something in the half court. We got a jump ball called here, and possession arrow is going to favor Harbor Springs. This is a good call. Didn't really see any egregious contact there. So
no.
Some of the fans looking for a foul there.
Well, of course they are.
Harbor Springs with a 1 point lead now. Mishanik up at the top. That's Beach, and had her foot over the line anyway. That would have been a long 2 point play.
Yeah, I think she saw that and kind of hesitated in her shot.
Yeah, it definitely affected that. We saw her at warm-ups, man. She's just got a really nice delivery on that long shot.
Yeah, as you're going to see, she just blocked Schlicker right there.
Yeah, so Schlicker she double team now. She'll go up to the top, and it's a long three. Not going to make that one. It was Prey who's hit one earlier. Mishanik now with it. Little miscue on the pass there. She had Reskovic's cutting, and she was looking for her to kind of cut back outside. And ball out of bounds, so Elk Rapids with it.
Yeah, that's the third unforced turnover in this half.
And that full court pressure, Harbor Springs maintaining it. Elk Rapids doing a really good job of getting it down there. Schlicker not able to hit that one. She did hit the deck, though. A little contact there, and they're just going to let them play. Hands up in the lane. Good job by Beach to try and hang on to that thing and saves it for her teammate. And we're going to go back inside. No call there. Coming back the other way now, Elk Rapids. That's Skrocky.
This game has been playing at a really fast pace, Tom.
Yeah, and normally that favors Harbor Springs, but, you know, not so much. And they're going to be a line violation there for Anna Prey. She was triple teamed. It was funny. I mean, those Rams were right on her. Like, soon as she got the ball down in the block, they were there.
Yeah, well, once you get into that paint, you're entering the Beach territory, Tom. And,
holy smokes.
It's a block party down there.
It's not just Beach. It's all of her friends coming out.
Yeah,
so.
It really is Beach and friends. They own the paint so far.
Yeah, those cutbacks have been, the backdoor cuts have been working pretty well, though, for them. Just got to, you know, it's a little bit of setup to make that happen. Good, quick defense. Nice hands by Elk Rapids there to create the turnover. We got a timeout. Elk Rapids with possession, and a good timeout there by Elk Rapids with 52-7 on the clock. Harbor Springs with a 1 point lead, 8-7 here, first period. And holy smokes, we got ourselves a great game. Hey, just want to mention a couple of our sponsors. Really happy to say thank you so much to Brothers Tree Service. Tonight's game brought to you by Brothers Tree Service, proudly serving Northern Michigan since 2005. Brothers Tree Service celebrating 20 years of expert tree and plant care, working on that 21st year this season. So whether it's trimming, removal, or keeping your property looking its best, they've been doing it right for 2 decades. Learn more and see what Brothers Tree Service can do for you at brotherstreeservice.net. All right, here we go. Final minute here in the quarter. Elk Rapids, Harbor Springs going to show half-court defense here. And they're pretty dangerous in that half-court set as well. Kind of a hybrid man-zone sort of mix, and that long shot going to go off the iron. Harbor Springs coming back with it the other way.
And Mozeni finally subbed back in after those 2 early fouls. She made the play right before the timeout. Thought she was going to hit the 3. Just didn't take the bounce.
There's a 3-point try off the heel. 23 seconds. Elk Rapids coming back the other direction. Moazeni. Back to Moazeni inside. She's going to kick it out to Flutie, who's going to take a long 2, and she's going to hit that one. So 4 seconds now. We'll see if Harbor Springs tries to push the issue. They got it out there. It's a half-court shot. Got a piece of the iron, though.
That was close, Tom.
Very impressive. Your score after 1, 9-8. The Elks with the lead. We're going to step aside for a quick moment. Come right back with the second quarter next on Next Level Broadcasting. All right, welcome back. Second quarter coming right up here. Been a very quick pace so far to this one, and normally, like I said, Jared, that's one that's going to favor, normally going to favor Harbor Springs, but Elk Rapids is doing a really good job with some of those back cuts, and hitting just enough from 3. Still trying to solve that mystery in the paint, though, working that ball on the outside of the block, and just not. Harbor Springs doing a really good job protecting that, and we're going to have a double dribble on Flutie there. Just a little bit of a mishandle, and a good defense, too, that created that turnover. That was Mishanik that was covering Flutie there. So Harbor Springs now with a chance to go back in front.
Yeah, just like her brother on the Harbor Springs Void teams who are playing Elk Rapids and Harbor tonight. Very tenacious guard.
That's going to be a long 3-pointer in the cylinder and out. That was darn close. But turned right over and turned over again. And that's going to, holy smokes, it's a little bit of hot potato there. Flutie comes out with that after a back and forth. Moecki going to be off the rim and out the other side. Harbor Springs now with it. Nice little series of hustle there, trying to keep that ball alive, and nice easy layup there for Sophie Barnadin.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest shot any team has taken all night. Defense has been the name of the game.
Flutie now with it. She's going to get it inside. Lays it up. Good defense there. Just kept their hands straight up, forced the shot, and not able to hit it. Harbor Springs now coming back. This is Bray working her way inside. Outside shot, 3-pointer, no good.
That wasn't another rebound. She's kind of all over the place for the Elks, kind of that all-around do-it player.
Open 3 off the front of the iron. Flutie couldn't hang on to that rebound attempt, and now Harbor Springs, they're going to stretch that one out. Going in, little too much on the glass, so it's coming back the other way. Frantic pace here with Anna Prey now running that offense. They're stacked up a little bit. Miscue on the pass, but able to hang on to it. That was a good heads-up play by Beebe there to save that one. Flutie with it now. And quick hands, we got to travel. Quick hands, though, by Breskovics to knock that one out of bounds. It would have, was negated with the travel. Flutie going to take a seat. So Emily Vandergriff checking into the game. Sophomore, getting some minutes out here. 3-point attempt, and it's not going to go anywhere. Fans, again, going to give him some grief.
Yeah, and they've had a few of those air balls for Harbor Springs. They're getting a little bit more comfortable, but that first quarter, they were just not themselves extremely uncomfortable, and that's a credit to the way the Elks have been playing.
Good hands, quick hands by Mechanic to knock that one away. Harbor Springs was showing that full court pressure. Schlicker going to work against Beach. She's going to get that one back to the sophomore. Pray with it. A little give and go. Didn't get her feet under her very well. Three-point attempt is good. Nothing but net. Oh, my goodness. Beebe with a beautiful shot. Gets Elk Rapids back in front by 2 now. There's Beach, a long 2. It's going to go off the front of the iron. Rebound controlled by Elk Rapids. Beebe again in on that play. She gets the ball over to Prey, gets the offense started. Scrocky with it now, kicks it over to Vandergriff. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds again, this time by Reskovics. Flutie checking back in now. Beebe going to take a seat. Some good minutes from Beebe there. Prey going to help out, sets a little pick. Flutie tried to just kind of float a pass over there to Schlicker, and a little miscommunication on that one. So turnover, and Harbor Springs with a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, that was a bit of a moon ball there. Schlicker's tall, but she's not that tall.
Yeah, she was kind of moving her feet to the inside, and I think Flutie was looking for her to kind of back up a little bit, give her a little more space. Just not on the same page, though. Harbor Springs with it now. Reskovics tried to go inside with it. We got a jump ball. This arrow going to favor Harbor Springs.
And they want that possession back. They had the pick and roll, and Beach was wide open under the rim. She had a mismatch under a guard. They got to find her there next time. She's got to touch the ball a little bit more in the paint. She has not taken a shot in the paint yet, Tom.
Moa Zenny checking back in for Schlicker. Harbor Springs now with it on the outside. That's Bray. Oh, a little bit of, they were looking for that backdoor pass. They had Reskovics cutting inside. Sophie Barnadin was looking at her. Elk Rapids, though, got their hands on it, just couldn't hang on to it. So Harbor Springs maintains control. Reskovics with it now. She's going to try and work it inside. Dishes that one up. Looked like it was going to go.
Yeah, with the left as well. That would have been a heck of a shot there.
Flutie now going to take it inside. Little floater, and she hits that one.
Beautiful floater by Flutie. Looked like the pass she had to Schlicker earlier.
It was nice. She had Beach kind of waiting to put the big paw on that ball, but smartly just a little finesse there, and now a three-point shot is good. That was an NCAA three-pointer by Mechanic.
Wow, hit him with a little bit of the dribble moves, then the three in your mouth. What a shot by Mechanic.
Nice little inside pass. They find Prey. She kicks it out to Flutie now. Little skip pass back to Flutie. She's going to take it inside. Kind of floated that one off. Was looking for some backboard and just not on target, though. So Harbor Springs coming back the other way. The Elks hanging on to a one-point lead here. Mechanic going to work from 3, and that one's not going to hit anything.
Well, he checked there by Mechanic, and she's going to get a little hear from the crowd.
That's right. Moazeni able to collect that one up, and here comes Flutie now with the offense. Going to get a reach foul there on McKenna Bray.
That's the first foul.
They're going to call that a travel?
They're going to call it actually an offensive foul on...
All right. Scrocky?
Yeah, Scrocky. Interesting.
That's her first.
Well, I guess that's why we don't get paid to ref the games, Tom.
Right. So Harbor Springs looking to take control here, trailing by 1. McShannon, they're going to get her. She got fouled on the way in. The shot was off, but they got a hunk of her. She was trying to make her way in there. That's going to be on Beebe.
Yeah, McShannon showing off the dribble moves early. That's the 3rd time she's used her bag to get to the rim, draw the foul, go for the and one, and, well, so far 1 for 1.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that drives me nuts,
Oh, yeah, missed free throws.
Man. Varsity level, you like to see him make those things. She's perfect there. Nice job by McShannock.
Well, I think you'd be a fan of her brother as well. Those McShannocks know they're disciplined at the free throw line.
They know some basketball. Yeah.
Oh, they sure do.
Well, that was, one of the things that always sets a good team apart. They can hit those freebies.
Absolutely.
They work on every aspect of the game. A little bit of an errant pass by Beebe. She was trying to look for Flutie on the opposite corner, but just not enough mustard or elevation on that one. But plenty of elevation on that three-point shot. Just goes a little bit short there. And now Elk Rapids coming back the other way. They got the trap set up. They're able to break it. Open shot from Beebe from 3. And she hits it again. Another big-time shot from Beebe, this time from the near side corner. And that gives Elk Rapids the lead back. 17-15 with 2 to go here in the half. Open three-point shot and good. The other way, Lily Barnadin. That's her second big-time 3.
Wow.
So Harbor Springs back with the 1-point lead now.
Well, this game has been quite exciting so far, Tom. Definitely exceeding my expectations.
We'll skip past to Beebe. Beach comes out on her. You're not going to give her an open look.
Yeah, you can't really shoot over Beach.
No, you can't. You definitely don't want to just give Beebe a free shot. A little bit of an errant pass. A good job there by... Well, and they're going to get the foul, and the basket's going to count. That was a great play by Reskovics to knock it loose and able to hustle up, get that ball, and then take it in there. Not only the defensive play, good finish at the rim, and a free throw opportunity. So big time play there.
Yeah.
Beebe picks up her second quick foul there in just a short period of time. So she's going to take a seat. Schlicker back in the game. Not able to get that free throw and almost had a jump ball there between Prey and Schlicker.
Yeah, they shared a couple laughs at that one, seeing who wanted that rebound stat.
Moazena back to Prey. She's going to go inside to Schlicker. Schlicker going to work against Beach and just a little long on the glass. Just kind of lost track of where she was there in conjunction to the rim. So there's Harbor Springs, a little too hard off the glass. Schlicker with a nice rebound. And now Elk Rapids coming back. Anna Prey. That was Scrocky trying to hit her, and that's going to be a foul on Harbor Springs.
Yeah, that'll be their first foul of this second quarter. Pretty happy when your first foul comes with under 1 minute, Tom.
Schlicker with it now. Back outside, Flutie from 3, and oh my goodness. It was on a spin cycle. Didn't finish though. There we go with another opportunity there. That one's gonna be a little long for Scrocky. Coming back the other way now. And they're gonna be a foul. That time they're gonna get the blocking foul called on Scrocky. Really nice play by Reskovics to try and get in there and get the layup. So she's drawn a couple of fouls here.
Yeah, it was a pretty clean bill of basketball for both teams. And then these last couple minutes, the Elks, and honestly more of a credit to the Rams. They're just doing a good job drawing fouls, getting to the free throw line. 2 for 3 as a team from the line so far. Or actually 2 of 4, the and 1.
Gotcha. All right, we've got a substitution. It's Caroline Rainey checking in. 1 for 1 there, or 1 out of 2 there for Reskovics. Schlicker with it, a little give and go. Just a little short on that one.
Yeah, the presence of Beach just threw off her shot big time.
Sometimes you just got to stop thinking about it and just take your shot. Wide open look here by Reskovics, and that one's not going to go. Beach going to clean it up, though, and hit that field goal to end the half. And so not quite the big blowout score you were thinking might be coming this way. Elk Rapids hanging in there tough, 23-17, your halftime score. We'll get some halftime analysis from Jared here, and we'll take a look at sports going on at the next level. We've got some wonderful basketball coming up in the next couple of days, and a little bit of ice hockey. We'll talk about all that coming up next on Next Level Broadcasting. Keep it here.
Charlevoix State Bank was founded in 1994 to provide exceptional local service to our northern Michigan community. With 6 locations in Charlevoix, East Jordan, Boyne City, Ellsworth, and Beaver Island, we're here to make banking easy, right here in your neck of the woods with people you know. Charlevoix State Bank believes in the positive lessons of high school athletics and is a proud sponsor of tonight's game.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
With unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more, the Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehouseCharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Your next stop for flavor, freshness, and fun is Gray Gables Restaurant. Since 1936, we've been serving up delicious gourmet dishes and drinks in a warm and inviting atmosphere. Everything is made using fresh ingredients, including locally sourced meat and fish. Our bar features several local Michigan beers on tap and an excellent bourbon selection. Did you know we also cater? Let Gray Gables enhance your next event with our catering services.
Come dine with us at the Gray Gables Restaurant in Charlevoix the Beautiful.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad. But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hey, welcome back to Elk Rapids and the TVC Cherry Capital halftime show. Tom Clemenson here along with Jared Stamen. We had a very frantic pace to that first half.
Sure did.
Not as much scoring as we might have expected. Harbor Springs has put 60 plus up on the board plenty of times this season in their way to a 13-1 record. But the Elks, man, they are just all in this game. And a lot of energy from them, and they've exchanged that lead a few times tonight. So a good quick pace, which we like to see that, and some good outside shooting. What stood out to you?
Well, I mentioned the outside shooting. I mean, BB had, I think, 2 threes, and those were both nothing but net. The standout player for me, even though, point-wise or whatnot, she might not be the biggest, is Jillian Moazeni. She's just everywhere. She's getting rebounds, steals, assists down the court, and she missed that early layup first off on a great cut, and then she ended up making a tougher layup, so definitely took that a little bit personally, and she's just playing with a lot of pace. She did pick up those 2 early fouls, hasn't picked one up since, so that's good news for the Elks, but Elks are just playing with just a next level of tenacity. In the first quarter, they were rattling the Rams. I mean, the Rams did not look like the better team in the first quarter, which, looking at the records and looking at the talent, you'd think that's kind of crazy. But I think the home court, and I just think there was a little chip on their shoulder after that win. That loss didn't really go their head. Mike Brown, head coach for the Elks, just got their heads right, and they came out killer. But, Tom, near the end of that second quarter is when some mistakes started to really hurt them, and Beach got a little bit more involved on the rebounds, dishing them to her teams like they did in the first. She draws a double team a lot in the paint, and she was able to dish it out early for some assists. And then you also have McShannock. I mean, showing off those dribble moves. She hit that NCAA, maybe WNBA 3. That was quite deep after a couple nice dribble moves. Got herself to the line 2 for 2 for her.
Yeah, a couple of the players that stood out for me for Harbor Springs is Lily Barnaden and Steffi Riskevix. Both of those girls really playing, with a lot of intensity, a lot of quickness. When we're talking about Barnaden, she's hit a couple of big shots, but she's been involved too defensively. Riskevix, the hustle on her is just next level.
Yeah.
I mean, she's definitely made her presence known, and it's all those little things, getting those hands in the passing lanes, all those little things that can disrupt the flow for the other team. You just love to see that kind of thing. So definitely be interested, and we'll talk a little bit about second half adjustments coming up. But, man, I tell you, there is some great sports going on at the next level. We'll start with a pretty good one on the ice. You got the Detroit Red Wings happening tonight. They've, the Red Wings head-to-head with the Washington Capitals. Right now, there's no score, 15-54 in the first period. Plenty of speed and physical play when these two teams get together. They'll be battling for points as they roll into the month of February, which is an important month. February and March kind of really sets the tone for how the playoffs are going to shape up. And so far, so good for Detroit. Good to see them back in the mix. You better set your DVR, too, because a little later tonight, the Pistons going to take the court against the Suns in Phoenix. That tip-off scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern. Catch it on FanDuel Sports Network. 2 hungry teams duking it out as the second half of the season heats up for the NBA. You can catch up on that one as well as we finish things up over here. And then tomorrow night, probably the biggest basketball game in the state of Michigan so far.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big college game, rivalry game, as Michigan takes the trip over to East Lansing to play the Spartans. Tip-off set for 8 p.m. on Fox. Michigan, a lot of depth and balance on offense. Michigan State, toughness and energy. The Breslin Center is, that is going to be a tough bill for Michigan to maintain. They're right there. Right there for the conference lead, and it's going to be a great game. Bragging rights for the state of Michigan and bragging rights for Big Ten positioning as well. Expect a packed house. This one's going to have a tournament feel from the opening tip all the way to the end. And that is your Michigan Sports Update. We're going to step aside, talk second half adjustments. When we return, you're watching the TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show on Next Level Broadcasting.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
with unique gifts, home accessories, wedding items, and so much more. The Lake House on Bridge Street offers so many things to make your home or even your visit to Charlevoix that much more special. When you want beautiful items that reflect Charlevoix the beautiful, stop in or visit them online at thelakehousecharlevoix.com for your own keepsake and your own personal memory of Charlevoix.
Welcome back to the TVC Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. We're just a moment or two away from the start of the second half. The Elk Rapids Elks toe-to-toe with Harbor Springs Rams tonight, but the Rams with the lead there, able to catch it just as they were wrapping up the half. 23-17 your score here. And Jared, before we get back on the floor, what do you see as second half adjustments for both teams?
Yeah, we'll start with the visiting Rams. The thing they need to do more is get Michaela Beach involved to extend this lead. She's got the pure height advantage. Schlicker does rival her a little bit, but the athleticism will favor Beach. And use her in the pick and roll. They did it twice and didn't hit her on the roll, but she was open both times, something to look for in the second half. And for the Elks, they got to maintain turnovers and keep that scrappy defense going. They forced a lot of turnovers, kind of mental turnovers from the Rams, and if they want to win this game, try to win it at home, they're going to have to keep doing that, Tom.
Yeah, good, clean, crisp passes is what really made it for him in that first quarter for Elk Rapids, and you saw him kind of get away from that ball rotation, kind of working around the horn and whatnot, and they're able to really speed things up and try and find those open spaces on the floor there, in the Harbor Springs defense. What I saw myself that second quarter, Harbor Springs really forcing the pace a little bit more. Elk Rapids kind of falling behind, and then you saw them get into a little bit of foul issues there toward the end. So be interesting to see how that's going to shake up now, as Elk Rapids will start it off with the ball. Flutie with it here. She's going to find Prey. Going to work it inside to Schlicker. A little give-and-go opportunity, but good defense by Harbor Springs. That was Bray knocking that one loose. Sticking with her defensive assignment inside to Beach. That's what you were asking for, and there it is. Nice and easy off the glass.
Yeah, she's just got the matchup over really all these Elks, and she's got to be put to work in this second.
Quick hustle play for Elk Rapids. Able to save that one, and again, an errant pass. They were looking for Schlicker, and Harbor Springs knocks it loose. Really started off nice here in the third period, and that's going to be a foul. Looked like Mashanik was, no, I'm sorry, that was Bray working that ball inside. Prey is going to pick up the foul, her first.
Yeah, and Bray and Beach offensively were pretty quiet in that first half. A little not typical for them, so, first 3 points are going to be coming from both of them combined. Let's see if they can make it 4.
And Bray is one of those forwards. You can play her out on the perimeter. She'll do really well out there. And there's Elk Rapids kind of getting some trouble there. They're not really setting up to break that press. And it's created 3 turnovers already in this opening part of the third quarter. Plenty of opportunities, and there's Beach with an offensive rebound. McShannock now outside. She's going to take a little jumper from just inside that free throw line. A little too much mustard on that one. Elk Rapids coming back the other way. It's Prey to Flutie. They try and get things set up. Yeah, they just got to get their positioning right there to break that press. They're inside to Schlicker with Beach, and Beach is going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, just brought those arms down a little bit too much. We'll draw that whistle almost every time.
So that's 2 for Michaela Beach. 6:30 on the clock here, and Harbor Springs with a 9-point lead. A nice stroke on that free throw there by Schlicker.
And if she goes 2 for 2, I think she might have to be teaching her brother some free throw lessons.
Uh-oh. Don't start any family feud going on here. And there it is. Jared starting the battle royale. All right. McShannock gets it down. Trying to get that offense set up. Flutie going to be all over her. McShannock looking inside, though. There's Bree. Looking inside the Beach there initially and just not going to get it to her. Bray again. Inside that three-point line. That's Reskovic's 2-point shot there. Back to a 9-point lead for Harbor Springs. Elk Rapids. Nice quick hands by McShannock to knock that one loose. Again, I'm not seeing that focus and that just decisiveness as far as Elk Rapids getting to their positions and the passes. Not like we saw in that first quarter.
No, and I think that as the pace of the game has increased, and they've been playing that pace the whole game, as you mentioned, it favors the Rams, and I think you're starting to see the legs for the Elks just kind of fade as, if anything, the Rams are getting more in tune as the game's progressed.
And again, another one of those passes. They were just trying to go a little too long on that, and Harbor Springs read it just fine. 3-point attempt going to go short off the iron, but we've got a foul on the floor. So Harbor Springs going to keep possession of the ball. Beebe picked up her 3rd foul. She had 2 quick there to end the half. She's been part of that outside shooting threat. They've got to kind of keep her in that ball game. Rebound controlled by Elk Rapids. Nice little pick there by Schlicker. Flutie with it. Over to Prey. And that's just not going to work. That's just not going to work.
It's a tough shot.
Yeah. Beach with a nice block. Didn't even have to leave her feet for that one. She just read the play really well. And Elk Rapids got discombobulated there on the rebound. And fortunately, last touch there by Harbor Springs, so they'll hang on to it. They just got to get a little crisper with those passes. Harbor Springs taking away that time and space. And
yeah, I think that's why you're going to see Vandergriff get subbed back in for Schlicker, trying to get just a little bit more speed out there, try and get these inbound passes successful.
Yeah, she definitely brought some energy as Flutie puts one up from 3, and that's going to go off the front of the iron. Harbor Springs in transition. There's Bray. We're going to say that was all ball, but last touch by Elk Rapids. Looking for a foul there. Looked like it was all ball. That was Scrocky.
Yeah, that was a nice block there. Maybe an energy boost for this team. As we're going to see Vandergriff with a poke away.
Not sure. You're going to say that was last touch by Harbor Springs. That was close.
Well, 2 great defensive efforts by the Elks. Vandergriff and Scrocky trying to fight this way back to get this to a single-digit lead.
Flutie with the inbound pass. A little bit long for Scrocky, and going to hand it right over to Bree as she comes back the other way. McShannock back out to Bray. Shot from 3, that's going to go off the front of the iron. Flutie will let that one go out of bounds, and Harbor Springs will take over. Just a quick shout out. Want to say thanks for watching Yoga with Chris on our chat line. Appreciate the view, and appreciate anybody else wants to chime in, and we'll give you a shout out there on the chat line. Appreciate you watching on YouTube as Flutie takes one from 3, and that one's going to go off the iron. Elk Rapids' last touch, just couldn't kind of haul that rebound in. So here we go, back the other way for Harbor Springs with a 9-point lead.
Yeah, those threes that they were getting to fall in that first quarter and a little bit in the second have started to dry up.
And our resident head coach collaborator Eric Hoffman probably tell you one of the things that might indicate too is just some fatigue when those shots fall short. You got to travel. That one's on Sadie Dodge, getting some time in there.
Yeah, first time we've called her name tonight.
So we're seeing that full court pressure again. Substitution. Schlicker coming back out for the Elks. Schlicker going to take that inbound pass, and here we go. Prey going to break that press. Inside. Back outside for a 3-point shot, and that's a beautiful stroke by Scrocky.
Yeah, good find by Moazeni, and they needed that 3. Now they got to get a couple defensive stops, get the energy back on their side, crowd back into it.
You know, just kind of tossed away there. I couldn't tell if Elk Rapids got a piece of that. They're going to get Prey in transition, and she takes it in for a nice layup. And they just like that, they've cut the lead to 4, and we're seeing Harbor Springs getting ready to pull a couple of substitutions here in timeout. Harbor Springs. So the Rams going to collect themselves just a little bit, and when we come back here into play, we'll probably see Lily Barnadin back in the ball game, and it looks like, it's going to be Lily and Sophie Barnadin coming in for Harbor Springs.
Well, that's exactly what they needed, Tom. They needed that 3. That 3 was the big spark. They had a couple of good defensive possessions, couldn't do anything with it. They were shooting wide open threes, weren't getting them to fall. Finally got it to fall, and I think it's just that seeing that ball go through the basket just picked up the pace a little bit for them.
Yeah, hey, listen, stick around, too. At the end of the game, we've got the Bingham Insurance post-game show. We'll just give you a quick wrap-up, and Bingham Insurance, one of our longtime sponsors, and they're there for you, too, in your small business, because there's a risk out there. You want to make sure your insurance coverage isn't one of them. That's why Bingham Insurance is there for you to help protect you and your business from the unexpected. Bingham Insurance, proudly representing auto owners insurance. Harbor Springs, inside pass, down in the paint, not able to hit it. The angle was just a little bit off. Elk Rapids now with it, getting their half-court offense set up here. There's Flutie. Schlicker comes out to set a little pick for her. Prey with it now. Inside to Schlicker. She's got Beach, who gets all ball on that one. Harbor Springs coming back the other way.
Yeah, the block party continues in the paint.
Yeah, it's a tough bill there. What has worked on that inside game, you got to keep the movement going. If you try that stationary stuff, you're not going to get it by Beach. She's good. A little bit of some contact there. Okay. Riskevics is picking that one up. All right. That's her second foul. Full court pressure again. Scrocky tried to rush that pass a little bit. Moeke. And that's going to be off the front of the rim, but she picks up, she gets the contact. Moazeni.
Yeah, I mean, this is my first time watching the Elks girls squad, and from a first-time viewership, I think she is the leader of this team. Definitely plays with a lot of heart out there. She's leaving it all out there, diving for steals, getting rebounds. I mean, she's one of the smallest players on the court with some pretty tall girls.
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. This is you got a lot of length out there.
Yeah, for really both teams. I mean, Schlicker's not that much shorter than Beach, if she even is.
So having a little bit of trouble, Moazeni, there at the free throw line. She'll hit one more. She would be on the arc when she was fouled in the process of shooting. So 3 free throw opportunities for her. And that last one, nothing but net. So able to cut that lead down to 3. And we've got Bibi coming back in for Moazeni.
First time that we've seen this lead go back down to a single possession. Well, with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It's been about a whole quarter
McShannock works it over to Barnadin. They find Beach, top of the key to Barnadin. That one's blocked. A really nice play by Scrocky there to knock that one loose, and Elk Rapids controls. Prey finds Flutie. She's going to work it around. Beebe with it. She's going inside, and that's what we want. Inside with that movement, and Flutie short on that three-point try. Some full court pressure now by Elk Rapids. They'll go ahead and set up that half-court defense.
Almost another steal there for Scrocky.
Barnadin with it. Back out to McShannock. She tries to make some moves. She's going to go inside. Little jump shot. Not going to go. Reskovic's going to find her again, and this time in and out. Beach with the rebound puts it away.
Hard to stop her in the paint. They just got to keep giving it to her. When in doubt, throw it up to Beach.
Schlicker quickly down to Beebe. She's going to cross-court it. Scrocky, Flutie, looked inside for Schlicker, and we're going to get foul.
As we...
Not sure what we've got going on here.
I think they're going to call that... They're calling it on the Rams. Who exactly? I'm not sure, but well, something to be mindful of. They're now at 4 fouls on the quarter, so if they can get one quickly.
So that wasn't on a player.
Oh.
Not sure what the issue was, but bench warning. Okay.
Okay.
Bench warning on Harbor Springs. So
well, no foul.
The coach might have been coaching a little bit.
Yeah.
You know how they get.
Oh, yeah. And, well, I'm sure he's not too happy with the lead that has shrunk down for his team.
Well, back up to 5, though, as Flutie takes it around the horn, finds Prey. Scrocky setting a little bit of a pick for her. Beebe finds Flutie, and now we're seeing that ball movement around the arc. Inside play, and it's going to be last touch by Harbor Springs. Prey with it there. Tried to draw a foul with that contact, but referee letting him play. Scrocky with it. Tries to get Beebe on the cut, and that's going to be last touch. Well, they're going to say last touch by Harbor Springs.
Yeah, Elks really want to finish this quarter with a bucket here in these last 18.
Yeah, you definitely want to get that lead cut. They're hanging in there, though, I'll tell you what.
Oh, they
against
sure
the
are.
conference leaders here. Beebe with it on the outside. Finds Prey, 13 seconds on the clock. Flutie with it. Prey sets a little bit of a screen for her. Beebe's got it now. Prey, 4 seconds. Tries to take that one off the front of the rim. She keeps it. And Scrocky just not able to get herself into a shooting angle there for the shot. So it'll stay 30-25 Harbor Springs with the lead going into the fourth quarter. We're going to step aside real quick, play a short break for you. Back with your fourth quarter here on Next Level Broadcasting. Keep it here.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, it's Kevin Klein from TVC Airport. We're proud to help keep you connected to high school sports in Northern Michigan, so you can stay in the game all season long with TVC, your Northern Michigan connection.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action on the way. Tom Clemenson along with Jared Stamen here on Next Level Broadcasting. Happy to bring you this varsity girls matchup between Elk Rapids and Harbor Springs. It's been a lot of action. The scoreboard maybe doesn't reflect it as much as what we've seen out here. Just really good defense. Both teams, a lot of pace. And just like that, Scrocky knocking one loose, and we've seen plenty of that. Hands getting into passing lanes, quick hands, quick feet. Conditioning kind of coming down, coming down the wire, we're going to see.
Yeah, and just like the Harbor Springs boys team, that's what the Harbor Springs girls want to do too, is they want to see their conditioning through to the end.
Inside, tried to get it to, let's see, they got Bray. She's going to get it inside. Rebound controlled by Harbor Springs, and that was Reskovics outside. That's going to be an air ball, and last touch by Harbor Springs.
And Reskovics got
Sophie Barnadin got in there trying to get her hands on it there, and, well, she did, but boxed out by Scrocky.
Good fundamentals.
Yep, there we go. We've got full court pressure again by Harbor Springs. This is where Elk Rapids has just got to be patient, deliberate. Able to get it in, set it up. Scrocky with it now. Working against Barnadin. They're going to go inside to Scrocky. Beach is right there, and she gets the and one. That's a big-time play right there.
Yeah, she's shown up to play all game, having a good end of the third quarter, and, well, a great start to the fourth.
And that's going to be McKenna Bray picking up her second foul tonight. Beach coming back in. Lily Barnadin going to be checking out.
The clock operator at this game has not stopped the time, unless there's some reason that the clock is running.
Not really sure.
Yeah.
We might be at Michigan State. Got a 2-point ball game with the made free throw. 3-point play converted. Scrocky doing a good job there. Harbor Springs with it now. Trying to build on that lead. Sophie Barnadin with it. She's going to find Beach on the outside. McShannock, she's going to take one from three and gets a piece of that inside cylinder, a little bit off the heel, and they're going for it, and we're going to see what they've got. They're going to say Harbor Springs with it. Last touch by Elk Rapids. So hustle, hustle, hustle defense there, and we've got Flutie checking back in. Speaking of hustle, Moazeni going to take a seat. She and Beebe, when you look at the scouting reports, she and Beebe listed as, some of those giving you some great contribution, good minutes, up-and-comers. But I tell you what, the big role players, if you ask me, for this Elk Rapids team, especially with Moazeni. And there's a big role player there for Harbor Springs, Bray, and she sticks with it. 2 offensive rebounds, and she's able to put that second one away. Harbor Springs back to a 4-point lead here. Schlicker with it now to Scrocky. Flutie in the corner. Tried to go inside back to Scrocky, but there's Bray with it to pick it off. Reskovic's going to draw the foul on the way in.
Yeah, they didn't need to bring down the hammer on that one. That was a tough layup. You can live with that make.
Yeah, she was a little too far underneath there. It was going to be a tough make on that one, like you said.
Well, just a little heads up. They did not adjust the clock. 30 seconds was my guesstimate, if my clock was accurate, that we just kind of missed out in this game. So
okay,
if it comes down to the wire, well, the Elks got a little, excuse to pull out.
Must be at Spartan Stadium. Here we go.
Maybe they're all rooting for Michigan State already.
Couldn't hit the free throws, but Beach does a nice job pulling down that rebound. Harbor Springs going to hang on to it. They try to go inside to Beach. Elk Rapids there to take it away. Scrocky was looking for Beebe on that long pass, knocked away. That was Barnadin, rather, knocking that one away, and we've got a timeout. Elk Rapids, they're going to get themselves collected here with 5:09 to go in the game and trailing by 4. They're definitely in this thing.
Big time.
Harbor Springs kind of knows it, too. We'll see. Right now, Harbor Springs nearly perfect, with the exception of that St. Mary loss there at the beginning of the season. And, that's a team that many predict are going to go all the way, going to go deep into the playoffs. Wouldn't be a big surprise to see them make it to the semifinal rounds.
Yeah, if any of you are girls basketball fans and you see one of our Snowbirds girls game, Pat Schultz does a great job coaching those girls. It is truly some of the best basketball, boys or girls, that you'll watch up here in the just Ski Valley or Northern Shores Conference, it's a pleasure to be acquainted with that school. But, you know, Tom, that timeout was really smart because what Elk Rapids was doing was what happened when the Rams took that run, was they were kind of just chucking it down the court, trying to force things to happen.
Yep.
Lots of turnovers.
Yeah, good timeout there just to kind of get them collected, let them catch their breath a little bit. 5 minutes to go here is an eternity.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the fourth quarter. So Flutie's got it now. She's going to find Prey. Schlicker at the top. Going to work it over to Beebe. Got Scrocky with it. She takes a three, and that one's going to go off the front of the iron. Rebound controlled by McShannock and Harbor Springs. And just a little miscue on that pass, and Sophie Barnett not able to make the cut and get back to it. Lost her wheel there, and Elk Rapids with it now.
And that's part of the reason that they're scoring a lot low points for them, only at 32 into this fourth
turnovers,
quarter.
Yeah,
just
unforced errors.
A ton of them, costly.
So some nice passing to get that thing inside. Skip past to Scrocky, hits Flutie in the corner, and that one's going to go off the back of the iron. Schlicker with a nice rebound, controls that. Elk Rapids setting the offense up. There's Prey, tried to go inside to Schlicker, just not enough on that pass, and Bray is able to keep it for Harbor Springs, and that one's going to touch nothing. Little piece of the net on the way down, and Elk Rapids with it again, coming back the other way. They're going to have to be a little more decisive on those passes, trying to hit that player cutting there inside the paint. Beebe with it now. She cross-courts it to Flutie. Wide open. No, she's going to take it inside. Draws some contact, gets her own ball back, and they're going to get the foul the second time around. Scrocky with it, doing a nice job.
It's been all Scrocky here in the fourth quarter for the Elks. She's really doing it all on offense, carrying the offensive load through these 4 minutes. It's going to be very pivotal free throws for her.
Gursky, been pronouncing your name wrong. Appreciate the help there in the chat.
Skursky, all right.
Skursky.
Yeah, can't mispronounce her name. She's
good
having
on the free throws there to cut the lead down to 3. Now Harbor Springs with it. Bray, McKenna Bray. Ooh, man, looked like it was close there on the over and back. Bray with it again. Sophie Barnaden, back to McShannock, back to Barnaden. Elk Rapids playing tough here. Harbor Springs not rushing anything. They get that cut back. They find McShannock. You got to come back outside though. Barnaden with it. Bray trying to ISO. She's going to take it inside, kick back. Good defense though. Flutie stays on her player there, and three-point attempt, and that one's going to get lodged in a very difficult spot. I don't even think Beach is going to be able to get that one loose.
No, they might have to go grab another ball for this game. That's quite the predicament. And yeah, it looks like Coach Kevin Ball, the varsity boys coach, is actually going to find them another ball.
Yeah, they're going to have to knock that one loose, though. So Don has corrected me against Skrasky. Have I got that right, Don? Just hit us in the chat. 3:09, and there we go. Good job by the athletic department to knock that one loose and get our play underway here with 3:09. We got a nice ball game here. 3 points, 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Elk Rapids now looking at that full court pressure. A little different look though on that setup there. Schlecker bringing it in. Prey back to Schlicker. Prey from the outside. Long rebound. They're going to get her for the foul rather. Skrasky over the back.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy call, one of the easier ones of tonight.
McShannock working on Flutie, gets a little bit of an angle, going to kick it out. Looked like we were going to get Reskovics with a shot out there, but saw her foot kind of slipped, and she just wasn't able to get set up for it really well. Beach with it now. She's going to work the outside, finds Bray cutting inside. That one's going to go long, but controlled by Harbor Springs. McShannock and Flutie all over her. No room at all, and they prey on Bray, and back to the corner for Reskovics. Barned in with it. It's going to be poked loose by Skrasky. Barned in there with some room, and she didn't want to go inside with it for some reason. There's Beach with a short jumper, and that's going to just kind of fall harmlessly away. And Skrasky now going to inbound it for Elk Rapids. Minute 53, still trailing by 3, and we've got a timeout on the floor for Elk Rapids. It's going to come down to, again, Harbor Springs just kind of patient with the ball, working it around, getting some offensive rebounds. We knew the boards were going to be important for them.
Yeah, and they've favored the Rams. I mean, I can't always pronounce her name. Riskes? You keep saying it, and I keep trying to. Reskovics from her guard spot has gone at least, I can count 3 on top of my head. It might even be 4, maybe even 5. For a guard, she is all over the boards, and it's been nice. You'd think Beach would be the one coming down, and she's come down with a lot and just put them back up for an easy 2. But she's really been the offensive rebounder. But the thing is the Rams have had a lot of air balls. And those are, you don't have a chance to get the rebound when it's going right out of bounds.
Yeah, Beach has done a pretty good job getting herself in position. I'd like to see Bray get a little more involved down there in the paint too. But I'll tell you, one of the players I'm impressed with as far as guard play down there, McShannock, is not afraid to get in there and muck it up in the paint.
No.
No. She's definitely given up size to just about everybody out there. So, yeah, here we go, 153, and this is a tight one. 3-point ball game here. Conference leaders with the lead as we get into the final stages here of the ball game. Schlicker with it now. Has Skrasky, finds Flutie. Flutie brings it around, back to Skrasky. Schlicker. She was looking for Beebe, going to try it inside to Skrasky, kicks it out to Flutie for a 2-point shot, and that one's going to go way short on that. Harbor Springs with it now, 126. McShannock, she's going to find Braden. Poked loose by Skrasky, and a nice hustle for the ball. Oh, we got a headlock.
Does see the 3 count there.
Yeah, a little bit. Goodness gracious, yeah, a little bit of a headlock. She was going for the ball, though. Barnardin, just a lot of hustle there on both sides of it, and they're going to say Elk Rapids with the arrow, so a minute 16 to go, still trailing by 3, and Elk Rapids with the ball back. Good defense, though, to even create that situation.
Yeah, and who else but Skrasky? She's been the man in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you can say that. Flutie with it, going to find Schlecker. Back to Flutie. Skrasky, and she throws that one away, and it's going to be an easy layup for Reskovics. And that is going to extend the lead now to 5. 45 seconds to go here. Not a lot of time. Skrasky going to work it inside. Flutie thought about it. 37 seconds. And not going to hit anything there. A little bit of backboard. And here comes Harbor Springs. Going to try and put this thing away. If you're Elk Rapids, you want to get the foul, and they're going to go ahead and do that. Sending McKenna Bray to the line. No, not in the bonus yet, so that's a foul they had to give.
Yeah, and that's Skrasky's 4th. And for how great she's been playing in this fourth quarter, that one turnover just at the most costly time. One pass, she'd like to have have back as she's going to take a seat on the bench.
So there's Bray with it again. She's got Prey on her, and they'll go ahead and trying to make the foul happen there. 18 seconds, a lot of time being lost there, and the Harbor Springs coach smartly calls a timeout. So now you got an inbound play, and they're going to have to foul immediately. This is 2-possession game. Man, it's been a back and forth battle. I mean, there's still not there's a bit of time, but not a lot of time. That 2-pointer really kind of put the damper on things. Hey, real quick, want to say thanks to Sky Media 45 for helping bring you tonight's coverage of this wonderful basketball game. It's a veteran-owned aerial media company serving northern Michigan. High-quality drone photography and video and precision mapping and inspection services. Sky Media 45 delivering professional results you can count on. Learn more at skymedia45.com. Yeah, if you're Elk Rapids, Jared, I think the only play is a quick foul, and I mean, you're still not in the bonus, so it's not going to guarantee you anything but another inbound play.
Right. I mean, you've got to hope maybe those inbounds both of them take a total of 2 seconds. You're sitting then at 16 seconds. Hope they miss them both. Go down, get a 2, gore a 3, preferably a 3, obviously.
Yeah, man,
but
it's
foul again. Hope they miss them both and score again. I mean, it's very possible.
Yeah. If it happens, it's a movie ending.
That's true.
18.2 on the clock. Harbor Springs looking to inbound, and they do get it inbounds. Bray with it, and the coach calling for the foul. Prey finally does with 10.7 on the clock.
Wow, that just took way too long. Tom.
Yeah, that was. You want to see that one a little quicker. That's 3 fouls for Prey. 10.7. Flutie with the quick foul there. 9.2 on the clock, and so it's we're in the bonus. So now we're shooting.
Yeah, and it's going to be McShannock, and if I had to guess, she's probably the best free throw shooter on the Harbor Springs team. She's anything like her brother, which she's shown a lot of resemblance to. You can tell those two are probably in the gym teaching each other a few things. As her first one is pure.
Well, she's a team leader in scoring, team leader in assists as well.
True point guard.
And team leader in steals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A little Cade Cunningham action, no?
Yeah, a little bit. So 9.2, and here we go. Prey taking it down with a little quickness and a timeout as she crosses the half court. 5.4 on the clock. So time for an inbound quick shot, and hopefully you can get it back and tip it in. I mean, we're looking at running out of scenarios here at the moment. And remember, we just ask you to stick around after the game. We've got the Bingham Insurance post-game show. Going to bring you just some feedback and wrap things up here from Elk Rapids here with the Bingham Insurance post-game show.
Well, unless we see a movie ending, Tom, I got to say the Elks came out here and maybe showed some holes in what we thought was a pretty flawless team, all things considered.
Yeah, this may be the lowest point total. I'll have to check that out. This may be the lowest point total for Harbor Springs all season.
I sure wouldn't be surprised. As you mentioned, a lot of games in the 60-point range. I mean, they're sitting at a smooth 35. It's a little over halfway to that kind of average.
Yeah. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. Whoops. Michigan High School Athletic Association website's got all that great information whenever you're looking for something.
My lifeline.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll get you that stat here in just a little bit. That's Moazeni with the inbound. She gets it to Prey. Here we go. Outside, big shot. Time running out off the front of the rim, and that's your final. So Harbor Springs hangs on. Elk Rapids not able to do it. Boy, oh boy, they had themselves a nice game here tonight. 35-29, your final score. We'll go ahead and get you some final thoughts here with our Bingham Insurance post-game show. That's coming up next, right here on Next Level Broadcasting. Stay with us.
I got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, what's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck? Yeah, it's bad.
But thanks to our agent, we've already submitted the claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask Bingham Insurance Services in Charlevoix if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to the Bingham Insurance post-game show. Tom Clemenson along with Jared Stamen. And Jared, we had us a ball game tonight, 35-29 final score. And as I'm kind of going through the regular season results, I'm not finding anything close to 35 points. I think the lowest total so far that we've seen going through this is 43. 49, 73. Yeah, this is quite a defensive stand. 43-49 was the first loss of the first game of the season. It was a loss to the Snowbirds there in Gaylord St. Mary's. So otherwise, they've been doing pretty well. I mean, they've had as many as 70-plus points on a couple of these teams. And, yeah, Elk Rapids defense showing up tonight big time. Just I think got to clean up some of those passes a little bit more. Just working on that flow inside, those back cuts, and I think they've got a definite chance to come back if they get another crack at Harbor Springs. You know, they might be able to surprise them. Definitely some good energy out there. What do you think?
Well, I would agree with that. And, you know, that's Coach Mike Brown getting these girls ready. And I think that they played with that chip on their shoulder. That first time they played, they scored 29 points, I believe, and ended up kind of getting – in the scheme of things, it wasn't very close, you know.
Right.
Harbor Springs had their way in the first one, and they came back probably thinking the same thing. Like, you know, this team's 6-5. Yeah, it's home court, but whatever. We got it.
Yeah.
And, well, I think they were, you know, that first quarter, they were rattled, and it finally kind of settled in. But McShannock, you know, a great three-point shooter, only made that one. It was quite the shot, I'll say. But, you know, other than that, she was 0 for at least 6, maybe even upwards of 8 to 9. But, you know, there's a lot to be happy about, as you mentioned, with the Elks. And they've got a lot of youth as well. I mean, as does the Harbor. Both teams, there's some good youth on them, but you can't be too upset losing by, 6 points to almost an undefeated team in your conference.
Yeah, one of the better teams up here in Northern Michigan for sure. And, you know, it was interesting, too, because you kind of saw the scouting report on this game, and I don't think a lot of people gave Elk Rapids much of a chance.
Yeah, I can...
in this thing, and it definitely, you know, they get into districts, and that should be no problem for them. Once that tournament ball starts, I think this Elks team has a lot of potential to do some really good things. Again, the regular season, this is, you know, these are girls that are still learning.
Yep.
You got some youngsters on the team that you'll see continue to improve. So, looking forward to some tournament ball, and we're getting close, almost February, Jared.
Oh, yeah, it's before you know it, we're going to be at the TC tournament, Tom.
Well, and I'll tell you what, here's one for you. We mentioned it before, a big game in the state of Michigan tomorrow.
Oh, goodness.
Michigan going to East Lansing to take on Michigan State. And interestingly enough, Michigan, a very, very slight favorite, going into the Breslin Center. And listen, man, I'm a Michigan fan, but I got to tell you, if you were asking me, you know what, no way. I just don't. I think it'll be a close game, but I don't think the Spartans are going to.
No.
I don't know. Tune in and watch that one. It's going to be on Fox. It's going to be a heck of a ball game.
It will be. That's one thing it will be, Tom.
Yeah. So, anyway, for Jared Stamen and, of course, all of our fans and friends around Elk Rapids and around the community here, we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll catch you next time here on Next Level Broadcasting. Have a great night.